In this problem, we have 4x to the 8th power minus 5 divided by x plus 1, and we need to do synthetic division to evaluate this. Come on, you guys, how bad could this be? Well, let's see. So first step in synthetic division, you take the number in the denominator, and you flip it. So this plus 1 will become a minus 1 for the sake of synthetic division. Next, you set up the synthetic division table. And it's going to be quite long, as you'll see why very shortly. So what you do is you first take the minus 1 and you put it on the outside. Then the next thing you do is you write the coefficients in the numerator from left to right. So the first coefficient is 4 on x to the 8th power. However, I need to notice something. There is no x to the 7th, there's no x to the 6th, no x to the 5th, x to the 4th, x to the 3rd, x to the 2nd, or x terms in the numerator. In other words, these all have a coefficient of 0 in the numerator, and I have to count for all this. So that means I'm going to put down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros in this table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you can add the minus 5. So that's why I had to make this table so big. But now we're ready to proceed with synthetic division. I'm just going to erase all this nonsense up here. So let's do synthetic division. First step is you drop down the first 4. And then now you do minus 1 times 4. That's negative 4. Now add 0 and negative 4. That's negative 4. Minus 4 times minus 1 is positive 4. Now do 0 plus 4. That's just going to be 4. Now do minus 1 times 4. That's negative 4. And I think you're starting to see a pattern here. So 0 plus negative 4 is going to be negative 4. And we're just going to alternate plus 4 and minus 4. So minus 1 times minus 4 becomes plus 4. And then this will be a 4, which turns into minus 4, which stays as a minus 4, which becomes a plus 4, stays as 4, turns into a minus 4, minus 4. And then you'll finally have a plus 4 here, because minus 4 times minus 1 is plus 4. And then minus 5 plus 4 is just 1. And then now let me go down a bit. So we have all the coefficients in the answer. So this problem started with x to the 8th power. Therefore, the answer will start with a power less than that, x to the 7th power. So this means that this 4 over here is the coefficient on x to the 7th. This minus 4 is the coefficient on x to the 6th. Then you have x to the 5th. This is the coefficient on x to the 4th. This is the coefficient on x to the 3rd. This is the coefficient on x squared. This is the coefficient on x. And this is just minus 4. And this 1, sorry, I made a mistake. This should be a minus 1 actually. This minus 1 is the remainder. So minus 1 divided by x plus 1, since that was the denominator in the initial problem. So now let me just rewrite all of this as one big expression. So basically, we're going to have 4x to the 7th power minus 4x to the 6th power plus 4x to the 5th power minus 4x to the 4th power plus 4x to the 3rd power minus 4x to the 2nd power plus 4x minus 4 minus 1 divided by x plus 1. So that is a massive problem, and we're all done with it. And because we got a remainder of minus 1, and that remainder is not equal to 0, we can say that x plus 1 is not a factor of 4x to the 8th power minus 5. I'm proud to say that this problem only took me 2 attempts.